So I'm sitting there holding a fishing pole, clearly. Guy comes over, what are you fishing? No, I'm trying to contact the mothership. It's the only way. You are watching Wilderness Quest Outdoors with Jay, Leah, and Jesper the cat. See that? Armadillo! There's an armadillo. I've never seen one of those. This? What is this? What? The bald eagle drops a fish right in front of me and I'm not supposed to take it? Okay guys, I am doing another giveaway contest. This time for a couple arrowheads and a stone knife. All you gotta do, comment your number between 1 and 2,000. And for the arrowheads, it's gonna be separate, the knife and the arrowheads. So for the arrowhead gifts, giveaway gift, you're gonna put a timestamp with your favorite part of this video and why it's your favorite part of this video in the comment section. You have to like the video, you have to subscribe, and you have to comment in order to win. That's it on the rules. Good luck, guys. In this video, we are gonna go and look for flint and chert. We're also gonna show how to make stone tools, arrowhead, spear points, knives out of this chert that we find. I want you to imagine each cobble of chert unused by ancient people being made into arrowheads and spear points, knives. This is the journey of a napper, ancient or modern. Be proud of being a part of history. It isn't just a rock trip. It is a continuum of human behavior for hundreds and thousands and maybe even millions of years of collecting stone, going out into creeks, collecting stones and making your tools. All of these artifacts, real artifacts that I'm clipping in, were made from creek stone. People, thousands of years apart, went out into these creeks, collected their chert, and made these tools. And now I'll do the same. Our work will remain forever. Alright guys, I'm going to interrupt real quick. I got something for you. I wrote a book. The book is called Flint Knapping Lithics of the Northeast, and this is what it looks like on the Amazon store. J. Valenti, Flint Knapping Lithics of the Northeast. It's out on Amazon. I'm going to put the link below if anybody wants to buy it. You're going to want to buy it. High quality limestone. You could nap that.
Many rocks to look at.
No rocks. None.
We just kind of like to get a feel of what kind of stone is in the area.
When I was doing archaeology in Connecticut, I was working on a spot that looked like this. Much narrower of a river. And the ground looked like this. And I was doing test pits with I forget what it's called, but it's two shovels. Clamp them together and you pull the dirt out. And we were putting them into the sifting machines. And I wasn't this close to the river there. It looked very similar to this, just narrower, like I said. But we were up by the knotweed, like what's up there. And we were looking to protect the site. It was in a major city, and we were just digging, and I was digging and pulling. This is before I got sick. I was digging and pulling the things out, and I noticed I was starting to get chest pain, so I was kind of bummed a little bit. But I was working hard. I was digging the hole. I forget how deep we had to go down, but it was pretty deep because of this muck. The sites are buried deep, and I pulled out a couple pieces of ceramic, a couple flakes, no points or anything like that. But on that day I got really sick. That's when I first hurt my shoulder. Something happened, and I had pain in here, straight through to here. And I was like, something's up. And I sat down, and I was sweating a lot, and it wasn't that hot. I was like, what the hell? And then I started puking. And I was like, what the hell? What the hell's going on here? So I got really scared, and I talked to my manager, and he's like, all right, go home, get checked out, whatever, I'll talk to you tomorrow. I went home. I think I went to the ER, and they're like, no, your EKG is fine. It's not your heart. Go home, whatever. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I called my boss back to tell him what was up. And he was like, yeah, no, with something like that, we got to let you go. So, try to find another job somewhere else. I was like, what the hell, man? I had one incident.
Well, they had a quota of how many?
They had a quota of how much had to be done in a day, and because I got sick, they fell behind on the quota, and I guess me getting sick screwed them. So, but this spot here reminds me of that, and I did find pottery, ceramics, woodland period stuff. So I don't know what happened with that site or anything, because I got laid off, fired, whatever you want to call it. But still good memories. I love doing that stuff. And I'm going to be doing it again. Soon. Soon. So for anyone new to the channel, with that story, I had thyroid cancer. That's what was wrong. They fixed it 6 years ago now. They took it out. I'm good to go. I have some side effects, but I'm still doing this kind of stuff, so I am good. But that's what happened. Orthopedic doctor wanted to do an MRI of my shoulder, and when they did the MRI of the shoulder, they saw the cancer in my thyroid. So then I never got my shoulder fixed because I had to go get the cancer fixed. So now I'm trying to fix the shoulder, and I'm in physical therapy right now. I have a week off from physical therapy. They canceled, not me. So I figured I'd come do this and film.
Well, this is its own kind of healing.
Yeah. I always want to go in, but the fish. Fish chasing little fish. All right, let's go make sure we aren't getting towed. Cause I hear.
Yep.
Weird thing. All right, so I am going to get back on the road and look for more rocks and stuff like that. Maybe stop it if I find any ancient sites or anything that I could talk about that's actually reported, like a recorded archaeological site. Maybe I'll go over that, stop some places, I don't know. I'm kind of just winging this whole trip, but I'm loving it so far, so come on guys, let's go. We got stuff to do.
That is pineapple weed. If you take some, crush it. Oh gosh. You smell it. It smells so good, and it smells like pineapple. And you can make it into a tea. Look at it, it's all here. This is really, really rare for me to see. I never see this stuff. I'm pretty sure Pennsylvania is the only place I've seen it, honestly.
Air up there. Oh, I can just go to fish. And some beautiful creeks around here. On this side, it's all on the other.
Yeah?
So just an example of some of the stuff you could actually make from creeks. I didn't get this stuff from this particular creek. I got this from a different creek. But this is a spear point for an atlat, a dart. You throw this with a long spear, with a spear thrower. And then this is a limestone-based chert, much like what we found down here. And this is just a knife for cutting. This is a crude knife. This is not a fancy knife. I just percussion shaped this. I didn't do any flaking. Just percussion, just hitting the blades off. I didn't shape the base any. I just wanted to see if it would work, and it made a nice knife. And that's a perfect spear point. I love this thing. Okay, let's get going. We are heading to check out a free campsite, but I don't know. It seems a little weird. There was a guy releasing a wild raccoon at the end of the corner here. He had a cage and he was struggling with it. The thing was backing itself up into the cage like it didn't want to be let go. The guy was insisting. It seemed, I don't know, a little weird, man. Releasing raccoons back into the wild at the end of the campsite. We'll see. I'll get back to you. It's probably going to be weird. Usually if you see something weird going into a free campsite, it's going to be weird. So, pro tip, trust me on that. Get back to you soon. Let's see if we can get a knife blade out of that. We will try. Looks good in there. Alright. Try to snap it. Ancient people work this stuff with the lines in it. Yes, they did. I came across a whole bunch of artifacts with stuff like that running through it. The line going through it, man. Weak spot. Get rid of that. Okay. Thin it some more. Gotta be careful with those overshots. Could easily see that information at museums in New York State. Let's see if I could get rid of this thickness here. If not, no biggie. Don't break it. Don't break it. Don't break it. Okay, let's break it. Just finished snapping that for a regular video I'll be uploading. Look at that crud, man. Even with the crud, it didn't break. Super sharp, man. Norman skill. Okay. Alright, guys, we are in the RV, comfy in bed. Put together this little video for you guys. Think you'll enjoy it. Let me know what you think of this format. Comment.
Wir wollen zusammen traurig sein. Komm mit!
Carolina rhyolite, an incredibly hard stone to knap into an arrowhead.
every minute with the fever dreams. I push a mind to a limit where it needs to feed. I work like I got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more.
Flint flake removal. It slides off in a razor-sharp shard like this when you brutally strike it with a moose antler.
Flint arrowheads. I'm gonna transform it into an arrowhead. And once we got some flakes off, I'm gonna take antler and press more flakes off. Like that. Alright, got this all worked down with the antler. Put some notches in. A nice glass arrowhead. Now we're gonna put it on an arrow and test fire it. Alright, we got some moose tendon, and we got the glass arrowhead glued in there. So we're going to take the moose tendon and wrap it. Now we're going to let it dry. Gotta let it dry. Okay, I let this dry for about a half an hour. It's probably not enough time, we'll try it anyway. No damage whatsoever to the glass arrowhead. Nice. Alright, I'm going to test the thrower with the biggest point I put on the dart. Alright. Yep. That works. Works pretty good. That's a big wound. The paleo point with the other atlat. Yeah, that works. Not throwing very hard. Nice. Qualities of chert here. This one on the end is like almost gemstone. The one in the middle is shale, and the one on the end there just looks like normal chert. Interesting. Look at that. So the stuff that looks like basalt is black flint, little glacial cobble things. This is high quality, like it's pretty flawless. Besides this, it's the land of quartzite here. Like all of this, like this is quartzite, these are all quartzite, If you have a high-powered bow, this will work. This will definitely work. It's on bamboo. Like I said, it's a little wet. It's not going to dry for a while. Rhyolite point that I made cut right through the sinew. But I just wanted to test how strong it was. Seems pretty strong. How the hell am I going to get that out of there? I fired it from a 70-pound bow at about 5 yards. Maybe I'll give it one more shot. So I tried regrinding the edges here to make them a little more dull so they don't cut through the sinew. I'm going to put it right back in now. Alright, so I'm going to test the strength of this stone. It's rhyolite from North Carolina. And it's not dried completely yet, but I'm just testing the strength. Alright, let's see how it did. That's in there. So this is the kind of stuff I like to work. If this was obsidian, this would be in 1,000 pieces. There's not even damage. I'm not doing anything more with this. Flew to both sides. This one skipped weird. From that chunk. That's East Puss. This stuff's tough. I don't know what happened there. It like skipped 3 times. Went pew, pew, pew. Would have liked it to be a little bit bigger, but there was a flaw right here and it snapped. So, oh well. Good enough. Very sharp. Thin enough.
Arrowhead from incredibly tough rock.
Green Norman scale chert. All kinds of cracks and lines in it. But it's such a pretty color. It down. with percussion, I'm keeping these flakes. Alright, so it kind of snapped in half while I was smacking it there. I did get some good flakes off of it, but I'm going to see what I could do with this final piece here. So if you ask any Northeast snapper about Norman skill, they'll tell you it's all full of damage like this. It's very tough to work. But I'll get something out of this. Smaller and smaller. I am determined that we'll get a point out of this. So this is really bashing up my fingers here. But I'm getting it thinner, I'm getting rid of the damage. See that crud in there? Using indirect, and it's working pretty well. And here's the cracks I was talking about. See that brown stuff in there? A lot of fluted points made of this stuff were small like this for this exact reason, I think. A lot of people say they were resharpened down, but I think it's just the material, man. It's not top quality. I think I'm either gonna make a small bifurcated point or a stemmed point. I'm not sure yet. Getting down there, really busting up my fingers though. Determined here. Fingers are turning red, smacking this thing. I gotta thin it more. Alright. I hit the rest with regular pressure flaking. Maybe a little bit more indirect. Alright guys, I really struggled with this one. I'm gonna hit right here, and I'm gonna hit right here. But this stuff is incredibly tough. I didn't expect it to be this hard. That's a Norman Scale chert. Alright, let's finish it up. Alright. So this kind of kicked my butt, but I managed to get a point out of it. Call it a Lavana or a Dalton. I ground the edges and the base. I should probably flake that a bit more. But wow, man. That's the toughest bit of Norman skill I've worked. I'm keeping that point. That's probably going on a necklace for me. That was a challenge and a half. Alright. It's just about midnight. Finish up. Enjoy, guys. Look at that. Let's see if we can get the flaking good. You can't really see that at all, can you? Alright guys, that's it for me. I could probably thin it a bit more right there, but I'm not gonna waste any more time on this piece. Wow. Tough to thin. Tough to shape.